Hey, it's Sophia Wren, and it is a Monday, and it's a new week, and there's been an interesting shift over the last couple of days, so I want to speak about that, and I want to also speak to this big message I've been getting recently, which is you don't need rescuing, but you might need witnessing, and I'll talk about what that means. But first, sort of energy update. Last week, I made a video explaining what my sense is of everything that's happening, so that way you can make faster progress and kind of know what's going on to navigate it. We had a really interesting weekend. I just want to speak to it. Saturday, there was this really nice light flow coming forward. Venus was coming out of retrograde. At the same time, though, I kind of also felt like there was sort of this like emotional shrapnel in the air that like sometimes you could bump into it. And I could really for many weeks now, I've been really feeling like we're very closely connected. It's very easy to get kind of sucked into other people's issues and to try to fix them for other people or to be overly concerned about what's going on for other people. And this is kind of a form of rescuing. This is sort of a desire to get in there and move some stuff around because you don't like the fact that they're upset. It makes you upset. And so I also made a video a couple weeks ago about releasing your cords. So that's kind of where that comes in. All these are on YouTube, putting these all on YouTube. And so it's really important to know that it's like not your job to rescue people, and it's not for anyone else to rescue you. In fact, if you are in the feeling that you need to be rescued or someone else does, it kind of diminishes their humanity. So it kind of takes them from being a full person, full of power, full of abilities to pull themselves up. And instead you kind of see them now as lacking capabilities. And that's why you need to go in and rescue them. Similarly, when we're like that, we're like, I can't do it. And we can get dependent on other people rescuing. We can even get hooked on rescuing other people because it makes us feel better. So it's really important to see that. I think it's really a cultural thing in America. We kind of have a culture of doing that for people, and even get applause for it, you know. And I'm not talking about firefighters or policemen or people whose jobs is to rescue people literally. I'm talking about just everyday people who might be coaches or people on this earth. And we feel these pulls to help others, and it actually can be detrimental. So what I want to give you instead, offer you, is you might just need to witness. Whether this is you witnessing yourself having these feelings, like letting yourself feel and witnessing, having this compassion, having this presence, that's really very spiritual and sacred, like going alongside a person. Again, it can be yourself, but it could also be someone you love, you know, to really kind of step back and just recognize, like, you don't need fixing, you don't need rescuing. That's something I got from Andrea Hyland of Heal My Voice, who I work with in collaboration. And you don't need fixing, you don't need rescuing. You don't. You're fine the way you are, but sometimes you need witnessing. Sometimes you need somebody to just be there. Like having a co-pilot. Like if you're a pilot and you have a co-pilot who just literally doesn't do anything because you're really piloting the plane, but it's really nice to have that co-pilot there just to be present with you, you know? And if anything happens, like, yeah, they're there, but chances are you're probably going to be fine and you can do this on your own. And doesn't that feel even better? So, and I think we sometimes mix rescuing with love. We mix the feeling of someone swooping in to take care of us with the feeling that people love us. Like, of course, well, if they really loved us, they would swoop in and take care of us. So then we want to do that for others so that they know that they're loved, that we're going to go rescue them. But it's not the same thing. It's really not. And sometimes it can even become a thing about like control. You know, like if somebody's trying to rescue me, I can almost feel like, whoa, stay out of my life. Like you're trying to control me. You're trying to shape me into this image you have that I'm diminished, that I don't have what it takes. And what I would really like for that person to do is really like for you to envision that I have this in myself, that I have twice as much confidence or twice as much fulfillment and support me and just witness what's blooming in me. And you don't need to have any kind of like there's sort of like a firm hand that comes in energetically when we try to rescue someone. We kind of like try to like hold something or pull something, and it's just not open. It's not an open energy. It's not curious. It's not mindful. It's not like in a receiving space. You know, when you're witnessing, you're receiving whatever wants to happen, and you're just there and you're letting go. And that lets the other person let go of something that might be preventing them from taking the next step. So really big transformations can happen when we're witnessed and when we're witnessing others. And I want to bring your attention to that because it could be something that's already on your radar or maybe not. And just pay attention, you know, are you trying to rescue? Are you hoping to be rescued? But where can you instead witness for yourself or for another person? And you can even call in your spiritual support to witness you, or call a friend and just ask, you know, say, you don't need to rescue or fix me, but I would love for you to witness me and just ask me questions and be with me. And you literally don't need to do anything. I'm sure I'll figure it out, but I just need to be witnessed. So I hope you guys have a really great week and go with the flow and stay open, because there's a lot of opportunity to do some really good stuff this week. Okay, bye everybody.